Welcome to Wheezy MMA. I'm Wheezy. UFC Fight Night, Moicano vs. Duncan is going down this Saturday, and I'm going to give you my predictions over the entire card. Starting with the early prelim opener of Kai Kamaka versus Dakota Hope. I'm going to take Kai Kamaka to win this fight. Hope hasn't really fought the best opponents. You know, he hasn't really fought any high level competition. And I mean, Kamaka is good. Dakota has a puncher's chance. He has a few knockouts. I'm not sure if it I'm not sure exactly how many he has, but he has a few knockouts. So he does have power. But I don't think he has the power to put away Kai Kamaka. I think Kamaka's going to win this one by decision. Next up, we have Dione Barbosa versus Melissa Gatto. I'm going to take Barbosa to win this fight. Gatto hasn't fought since the May of 2024. I mean, she's been active. I think she's going to be the fresher fighter in this fight. I just think activity for a woman's fighter is very important in keeping up with the competition. So I think Barbosa is going to get this one done. Next up, we have Azamat Bakoyev versus Tresean Gore. Tresean Gore is not UFC level. I'm not sure, why he's still in the UFC. So I will be taking Bakoyev to win this fight. I think he's gonna find Tresean's chin. I think Bakoyev's gonna put away Gore very bad. Late first round or early second round, I think Gore's gonna get cut after this fight. He's 6-4. I think he came into the UFC as a 3-0. Maybe not. Maybe it was like 5-0. I know he's only won a couple of fights. But yeah, I can't bet on Gore to win this fight, so I will be taking Bakoyev. Next up, we have Alice Pereira versus Haley Cowan. I'm gonna take Alice to get this one done. Cowan hasn't been KO'd or TKO'd, but I'm feeling a Pereira TKO. Second round or early third round. I think Alice is really gonna start, piecing up Cowan on the feet. Mid to end of the first, keep it rolling through the second, and then get the finish. Yeah, I mean, not a lot to say about this one. It is what it is. Alice Pereira, get it done. Next up, we have Lando Venata versus Darius Flowers. Gonna take Flowers to win this fight. Hopefully he's worked on his grappling since his last UFC spurt. That's the only thing I really see being his downfall in this fight. I could see Lando kind of getting a sneaky submission on Flowers, but Lando lost to Zell Huber in his last fight, and that was in 2023. Flowers lost to Evan Elder. Yeah, Flowers lost to Evan Elder in 2024. So, I mean, a little bit more active, but this is both of their comeback fights, I think Lando's washed at this point. I don't think he's gonna win this fight. So I will be taking Flowers to get it done. Next up, we have Alessandro Costa versus Stuart Nickel. We're going to take Costa to get this one done. Nickel is 0-2 in the UFC. Costa has a very good ground game. And I think he's going to be able to survive on the feet until he gets it to the ground. And once it gets there, I don't think Nickel's going to be able to do anything against Costa. He is just a much more built flyweight. Nickel's he's kind of a small flyweight, you know. So I will be taking Costa to win this fight. Next up, what a name. We have Guilherme Pat versus Thomas Peterson. Gonna take old GP to win this fight. You know, Peterson's a very good wrestler. He's got a very good ground game, but I don't think his chin is the best. And old GP's a power puncher, you know. 4 of his wins are coming by KO. I think he's going to get this one done. I think he's going to knock out Thomas Peterson in the second round. I think Peterson's going to come out strong. I think he's going to look to grapple. And then I think Guilherme is going to be able to defend those takedowns. Keep it off the ground. And I think he's just going to start beating the crap out of Thomas Peterson here. So I will be taking Guilherme Pat to win this fight. Next up, we have Jose Delano versus Robert Ruchala. I'm going to take Delano to win this fight. Delano's making his debut off of his Contender Series fight. I don't really like Ruchala's loss to William Gomi. So, Delano's very well-rounded. He can win from anywhere. He can win a decision. He can knock you out. He can win a sub. Or get a sub, excuse me. I don't think Ruchala is gonna be able to withstand Delano's offense in this fight. So I'm gonna take Delano to win inside the distance. I'm thinking like a late third round, mid to late third round. He's just gonna break Ruchala and finish him. Next up, we got Tommy Guns McMillan versus Manolo Zucchini. I'm taking Guns to win this fight. You know, as a fellow Montana D-Gen, I cannot bet against this guy. 3-time state champ in Montana. You know, if you make it to the state wrestling tournament in Montana, you're a stud. You know, if you've wrestled in the state tournament, I'd put you up against anybody in Dagestan right now, and you'd probably just dog walk them on the mats. That's just how it is. Very, very strong wrestling state. Only studs wrestle in Montana. McMillan won 3 state chippers. He's very good on the ground. He's got very good jiu-jitsu. His striking's starting to look very clean, though. He's really starting to polish up his striking. You know, I think he's going to dump Manolo and then probably follow up with like a sub, like, I don't know. I could see him kind of dumping him and getting in that front headlock position. Maybe going for like a Darce or Anaconda choke. But yeah, McMillan's been saying he's going to go out there and make a statement. In the entire build up to this fight, he had a sick Contender Series match. I don't know how he didn't rip his head off in that guillotine. That was a sweet fight. So I will be taking McMillan to get this one done inside the distance. I'm thinking I'm thinking a submission. But hey, I mean, he might just have the power in his hands to put Manelo away. So yeah, I will be taking Tommy Guns McMillan to win this fight. Next up, we got Ethan Ewing versus Rafael Estevan. I'm taking the safety man himself. Ewing looked very, very good against Wellmaker. But there is going to be a big obstacle in this fight that he did not have to face in the last one, and that is takedowns. Estevan, he likes to get it to the ground, whether it's get you on the ground and then ground and pound, or get you on the ground and look for a sub. He wants it on the ground. So I think if Ewing can keep it on the feet, he's going to win this fight. Look at that big old block head of his. You really think you're gonna knock him out? He looks like a. Never mind. The takedowns are really what's gonna decide this fight, in my opinion. If Estevan can take him down and hold him down, he's going to win this fight. I think Ethan's going to be able to keep it on the feet. So I'm going to be betting on Ethan Ewing to win this fight. Next up the card, we got Abdul Rahman Yakayev versus Brenson Ribeiro. I'm going to take Yakayev to win this fight. He looked very good in his last couple of fights. It's going to be inside the distance. Ribeiro's chin has looked very sus in his last few fights. I think he's been knocked out in his last two. Yakayev, he has knockouts, but he's much more comfortable with his submission game, I believe. So I think he's going to kind of hunt for a submission, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just clips Ribeiro and Ribeiro goes down. I don't think his chin is there anymore. And for that reason, I will not be betting on him to win this fight. So I'm taking Yakayev to win inside the distance. Next up, we have the co-main event. Verna Janaroba versus Tabitha Ritchie. I'm going to take Janaroba. Ritchie's just... The last women's main event, or co-main event, was absolute fireworks. I don't think this one's going to be that. But I do think Janaroba actually has some skill to her. I do think she has a good understanding of how to fight. Not necessarily saying she's the best at doing it, but I think she knows how to do it. I don't necessarily think Tabitha Ritchie has that, I think she's kind of just in the UFC because she is good on a poster. So, taking Janaroba to win this fight. On to the real main event.
I don't give a f***. I cannot afford to f***ing lose.
Taking Moicano. Ever since his post-fight speech when he said that he wanted to join the SWAT team after fighting so that he could kill bad guys, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bet against this guy. It hasn't necessarily turned out the best for me, but we have hit some solid bets on him. So I will be taking Renato Moicano. Chris Duncan is good. I think it's going to be a very interesting scrap. I think it's going to be a really good scrap. They've trained together before. Um, so, they know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And I think that's going to really play into this fight. I think Moicano is going to get it done. But Duncan is tough. I mean, he is a very, very good fighter, very skilled fighter. He's strong. He has power. But Moicano just kind of has that thing. I mean, he's coming off 3 losses. He is financially dependent on that win bonus. Um, so that also plays a huge role in this. Will Moicano pass up more money and take a loss? I don't think so. I think he's very financially driven, as he's proven. And that extra little money, hey, maybe he gets performance of the night. Maybe he gets a finish bonus along with his win money. I could see Moicano really turning the tides on his career now. He lost to Islam in the championship on a day's notice, so I don't rate that too bad. I think just about everyone else on that card would have lost in the same way on a day's notice to Islam. But I think he's going to get this one done. Renato Moicano is going to win. But yeah, I mean, that has been the predictions for this card. It's going down this Saturday in the Meta Apex. Woo! Legendary arena. You can fit a whole 20 people in there. It is crazy. I looked into getting tickets to the Apex one time, and you cannot. It's invite only, I guess. So that's cool. But yeah, those have been my predictions for this card going down this Saturday. Renato Moicano versus Chris Duncan. This has been Wheezy MMA. I'm Wheezy, and I'm out. Have a good one.